My name is Ryan Nyquist, 27 years old, from Greenville, North Carolina.
Nyquist has the most X Games medals of anybody on this whole trip. He has so many tricks, it's unbelievable.
Always laughing, always goofy.
Nyquist.
This is my second Road Fools trip.
He's not afraid to get goofy or silly, and I think that's why I like him.
Rock and roll Road Fools.
Yay!
This one will be a little bit different in that we're traveling with 3 bands: Snake Trap, Grayscale, and this bike is a pipe bomb. We always seem to rather music anyways in the background, so to have live bands kind of going, sort of add to it, you know.
My name is Matt Behringer. I'm 29 years old, from Layton, Utah.
Matt Behringer is one of my all-time favorite riders.
His way of thinking is a little outside the realm of being normal.
He's the most unique person I know.
He's like the funnest dude in the world.
His whole life is based around having fun.
Pretty psyched to see the bands play. I'm here to have a good time, see the bands, see some amazing riding. Rock and roll Road Fools, first one.
Hey, I'm Lee Ramsdale, 36 years old, from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Lee Ramsdale is quite a character. Can always make you smile if you're feeling down or just fart.
Goofy little bow-legged man, I love him.
Hi, I'm Tony Hamlin.
Oh, it's real high.
Tony seems like a wild guy. He's got a great style on the bike, and he rides for FBM, so if you can hang out with Crandall for a long period of time, you know you're all right. Or just, this is my first Road Fools, and this is the first rock and roll tour, so.
You having a good time?
Great time. My name is Jeff Klugwitz. I'm 22 years old, from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
I just met Jeff, and I already gave him a nickname, J-Klug.
Last minute addition to the trip. From everything I've seen, he's pretty much your quintessential Midwest shredder.
What's going on? Dominic Travato, 19 years old, from Waterford, Wisconsin.
Dominic seems unfazed by everything that's going around him.
He's got that Midwest tech style. It's cool to be on a trip with Dominic. Like, I always see him do all this crazy stuff all the time at our local park because we ride together quite often.
Can you handle the pressure?
I think so, yeah.
What's up, Chris Doyle, 25, still in Pittsburgh.
Chris Doyle, he's awesome. I've looked up to him forever.
He's a very nice guy, very polite.
He always does stuff that's real amazing, real big, with the best, cleanest style.
And he looks good. Always.
Yeah, fourth trip, I'm creeping up into Martinez and Van Homan territory.
My name's Carl Pointer, 18 years old, from Newcastle, Indiana.
Cocky ass Carl. He'll let you have it. If you slip up, he'll let you know.
4 pegs, no brakes, and a free coaster. Amazing balance.
And I've been on one Road Fools trip, but this is my first official.
My name's Scotty Kramer. I'm 19 years old, from Jackson, New Jersey.
Scotty Kramer is a whiz kid.
Double tail, tail tap, tail whip in somehow.
360, tail whip drop-ins and small bangs.
What do you want me to tail whip and how many times?
My first Road Fools trip. I'm really excited. It's gonna be cool.
There was some speculation from some of the younger riders if you were actually a professional bike rider or a roadie for Taj's band.
My name is Morgan Wade. I am 23 years old, from Tyler, Texas.
Morgan has the worst mustache I've ever seen in my life. It makes me want to puke.
Morgan kind of looks like my dad. He's got a mustache, long hair. He's a total Hessian.
This is my 3rd props trip. My mustache is first.
My name's Kevin Porter. I'm 24 years old. This is my 3rd Road Fools. I'm excited to be on this trip with Kevin Porter. I've always rode with him, you know, at local spots. He's from the Midwest. I think he's got a really unique style, which is really cool. It's gonna be a good time.
I'm Tobias Wicker, I'm 24 years old and I'm from Berlin in Germany.
Tobias is weird. He'll look at me and just start doing this like he's a cat or something.
What?
Crazy tech lines. I'm overwhelmed. I don't understand how he's so good.
Breaking ramps in half.
And he's coming over it. Oh, look at the size of him. He's a good guy.
My name's Adam Banton. I'm 31 years old. I live in Culver City, California.
He's been working on that mustache for like 8 months.
It's pretty easy to get along with. He's a lot of fun.
Bring it. Constantly running his mouth.
No one's talking to you. Okay?
If you're watching this, Adam, I'm gonna mess with you so bad on this trip.
He thinks he gets under my skin, but he doesn't.
He can dish it out, but he can't take it.
I brought my guitar.
There's a couple guys on the trip like Adam Banton and Bruce Chrisman. They brought their guitars and they're gonna be playing some acoustic sets, I reckon.
Tried to keep it as simple as possible.
Haven't really had that much experience playing out in front of people and stuff, so I'm still really nervous about that.
Bruce is actually going to come in and sit in and play rhythm on some stuff.
Hello, my name is Bruce Chrisman from Portland, Oregon.
Bruce Chrisman's part of the Free Coaster crew. Bruce won the X Games years ago with a totally different style than he has now.
I really like the old Bruce, but the new Bruce is awesome too.
Riding no brakes, no pegs. He can go backwards better than I can go forward, that's for sure.
Coming on as a musician this time, which I'm very excited about. So I get to play some acoustic shows along with Adam Banton.
I just think it's awesome that Bruce and Adam are both riding on the trip and playing music. They both do a real good job at both, and it's pretty cool.
Being on this trip with the bands is something that's new to me. I've never really been around bands.
A couple of the bands I'm real psyched on. Like I've never heard of Grayscale, so it's always good to just hear new music.
We're gonna meet one of the bands, the Young Handsome Men of Grayscale.
Those guys.
They seem rowdy, they have tattoos, so I'm a little bit scared.
Grayscale I've never heard of before, but I heard they're pretty wild.
What instrument do you play, and what the heck is your name?
Drums, Jason.
Guitar, Larry.
Guitar, Matt.
Christian.
John, bass.
I think there's a lot of parallels between touring bands and touring bike riders, so it's pretty cool to like mesh the two together. We're here with the Snake Trap of Austin, Texas. I'm going to pass off the mic and they're going to introduce themselves and tell you a little bit about the band.
Hey, I'm Brian. I play the drums. Taj Mihalich, and I play bass.
Lee Brooks, guitar.
It's pretty crazy because I've grown up, looking up to Taj and his riding, so it's going to be pretty wild to see how he is in a band.
It's amazing to me how they have put together actually 30-minute songs and have been able to remember all that stuff.
Then there is This Bike is a Pipe Bomb.
If you guys could tell us your names and your role in the band, that would be great.
Hi, my name's Ted. I'm from San Francisco, California, and I play drums, and This Bike's a Pipe Bomb.
My name's Ryan O.D. I play guitar.
Hi, my name is Terry Johnson, and I play bass for This Bike is a Pipe Bomb.
Somebody asked me what the pipe bomb sounds like, and I really don't know. It's kind of like a folky punk.
Dude, they're fucking great, man. That's all there is to say. They seem like they're just like full of energy and just all about laughing and having a good time.
Music and BMX have always gone hand in hand, I think.
Music's an influential thing through, with BMX, I think a lot, and to a lot of riders out there. And it's just like music's a motivator, and I think it's awesome to put them two together and actually do a tour.
It just seems like it's a really cool atmosphere. Like get some bands playing, ride some bikes, have a good time.
I think most bike riders can relate to that.
Let's find out we're moving, same situation.
rolled into Four Seasons Skate Park in Milwaukee.
Did you get a lot of phone calls from the young riders asking about Scotty Kramer and Ryan Nyquist?
Oh yeah, a zillion of them.
That's me in the photograph, looking off to the left while the other ones laugh at.
Props brought in a bunch of 30-plussers, the old fools, Chris Riesenberger, John Lee, and Leland.
What the hell are they doing on this trip anyways?
Left my mind in a boxcar, skipping rails in the train yard, skipping the long arm and the crawler.
There's so much stuff that needs brought in for the event, be it PA systems, musical stuff.
We're here with Brian from the Snake Trap. He's also the sound guy as well as the drummer for the band. What can you tell us a little bit about what we're looking at here?
This is an old 80s mixing console. We're using it to capture the woody atmosphere of the skate park.
Right now we're trying to get a direct feed of the audio right into my computer so that later they can sync it up with what the camera's going to see.
If only
My first time here. I've always watched this park in videos and stuff, so I'm really excited to be here.
Stoked to check out some of these bands?
Yeah, man, I want to see Taj in action.
I'd like to thank everyone coming out. I'd like to thank Neil and the guy at Four Seasons Skate Park. And I guess we're going to start out the evening with Snake Trap from Austin, Texas.
bands played like kind of right next to the mini ramp, so when they started playing, it wasn't like the session had to stop. It was it kind of enhanced the session, so you had live music.
It's definitely a little bit of weird acoustics in a skate park. Like, I couldn't hear very well. Eventually I just gave up and played what I was supposed to play and hoped it sounded right.
Tons of good locals. There's so many good kids in the Midwest. It's unbelievable.
Spritzer was there. He's like a legend.
A lot of pressure, a lot of people talking about Jamie Spritzer on this sub rail right here.
I'll give it a shot.
Snake trap was pretty intense.
A little cold at first, kind of tough to get into it, but then you warmed up a little bit. It was a lot of fun.
How's it going, Tobias?
Pretty bad because I have to fix my bike.
What brought you out to Milwaukee tonight?
This, Road Fools.
When stuff like this happens, you see a lot of people you haven't seen in a really long time.
What do you think of the merch woman?
She's cool. It's weird being the old guy on the trip, seeing all these young guys like Scotty doing everything imaginable.
Lee Ramsdale taught me backflip fakies on the quarter pipe.
Lee fell up the side of one of the ramps and landed on top of his bike.
And then I see him like creep up over the side of the ramp.
Tell us your name and where you're from.
My name is Jeff Kligowitz. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
You want to go on the rest of the trip?
Definitely.
Give me 5.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, now you get a headbutt. Boom!
That's gonna do it for our first stop here. 4 Seasons Milwaukee. Skate park got shut down. Bands were awesome. Everybody had a good time. Can't wait for tomorrow.
This morning we left Milwaukee and drove up to Scrap Skate Park in Hoffman Estates.
What can you tell us about the situation tonight here in Chicago?
Well, we rocked so hard the cops came.
What'd the cops say?
They said, quit rocking this hard. This bike as a pipe bomb is gonna go on, and we're gonna cross our fingers and hope no one gets stuck with the big fat noise ordinance violation.
Here's a song about little babies.
What'd you guys come out here to see tonight?
This bike is a pipe bomb. This bike is a pipe bomb.
It's gonna be hard to
that crazy ass solo I did at the end? My fingers were so fast.
I think I saw a banana. Did you see a banana?
Yeah, I did see a banana. He was running around.
I heard you were fruity, but this kind of tops it.
This seals the deal, doesn't it?
You see the banana do the Superman?
Do you do a Superman?
I'll give you $5 if you bust out a Superman in a banana costume.
$5. Let's go. $5. Done.
I guess I'm paying up.
I saw a banana do a Superman today. It was sweet.
Easiest money ever made.
Hey, we're packing it up here on day 2 of Road Fools Rock and Roll Tour. See you guys tomorrow in St. Louis.
I am satisfied, hiding in our friend's apartment, only leaving once a day.
Today we drove from Chicago to St. Louis. Little haul of a drive.
Today is day 3 of the Props Road Fools Rock and Roll Tour. We're here in St. Louis at the Ramp Rider Skate Park. Everyone's inside.
That place is awesome. It's been there for, they've actually redone it. So a lot of guys hadn't ever even been there to the new place. It was kind of cool. You had to walk up like 3 flights of steps to get up actually to the skate park. So it was kind of cool. You had to walk up all these steps and you'd never expect all these ramps to be up there. I know the bands had a little bit of a problem getting all their stuff up. They had to take some sketchy freight elevator.
I guess it would be nice. Show me that things can be nice. I guess it would be nice. Show me that things can be nice.
Who's your favorite pro here tonight?
Scotty Kramer.
What's he gonna do?
I don't know, probably one of them double tail whips, the tire tab things and back in.
Morgan, where are we at? Ramp Riders. How do you feel about it? I'm sorry we're out of time. I'll tell you how I feel. I feel great about being here. Morgan, how do you feel about me feeling great? Not very good. Sorry we're out of time. Morgan feels great about me feeling great.
What's up with Evan Fisher?
He's like the raddest mini ramp ride I've ever seen.
How excited are you right now?
Pretty excited.
Are there any big name pros out here that you want to see?
I don't know.
Are there any big name pros that you know out here today? You excited to see some of the guys that rock front breaks out here today?
Yeah.
You don't seem too excited. You a little bit nervous?
No.
I came to see Morgan Wade.
What's up with your mustache?
Jeff, you've been on the trip more than 24 hours. What's your take on everything?
I don't know. It's a real good vibe. Everyone is getting along and everyone's been killing it.
What do you like about this park?
I like that it's wide open. A lot more deck space than the last 2 parks we've been to.
All right, St. Louis. It is about to be go time. These guys do not give a shit about their own personal safety. They definitely don't give a damn about rabies. St. Louis, put your hands together for Reno, Nevada. Grayscale!
All right, who knows the Euro clap?
Goes on the catfish and down.
I'll drop to the Raiders for just 1 week. I think I need those 7 days to think, and I have no fear. Monday will come again. I turn off the ringer on my phone, turn off the lights, no I'm not home, and I have no fear. Lots of them, call a girl I just want some time to mend myself. Yeah. Right, just want some time to mend myself. Yeah. Right now, searching for substance, or leave a message left untold. Right now, seeking out substance, or live on no, I'm not in the hole. I need some time to collect myself. I dust some things back off of the shelf, and I have no fear. I'll make room for some more. I turn off the ringer on my phone. I turn off the lights, no, I'm not home, and I have no fear. Roger there, call a girl I just want some time to mend myself. Yeah, I just want some time to mend myself. Yeah, I am now searching for substance. Leave a message right down the zone. I'm now seeking out substance. I live on no, I'm not in home. Like no fear. Like no fear. Like no fear. I got promoted for just 1 week. I think I need those 7 days to think, and I have no fear. I'm sure there's gonna turn. I just want some time to mend myself. Yeah, I am now searching for substance. Leave a message out down the zone. I am now seeking out substance. I live on no, I'm not in home. I am now searching for substance. Leave a message out down the zone. I am now seeking out substance. Never know, I'm not home.
How'd the show go for you guys tonight?
Show was awesome tonight.
After the Grayscale set, Catfish got on the mic and started beatboxing and freestyling, and Grayscale actually backed him up with some beats.
St. Louis to St. Louis.
And it was amazing.
Now you know everybody's gonna do this. Everybody scratch their head in St. Louis. What you wanna say, dog? No practice. Who's the handsome mic on the mic? Mr. Catfish. Listen, everybody, it's a Grayscale song. Catfish with my homeboys from Reno. Everybody scratch their head, but he know how we get down so damn ill. Make noise, St. Louis, cause we about to chill in St. Louis. St. Louis. Everybody knows how we get down, you do this. St. Louis, us to St. Louis. Grayscale, bad as hell, but you knew this. St. Louis, St. Louis, St. Louis, St. Louis. Make some noise for Grayscale, the baddest motherfuckers on the planet, right here. These guys effing rock. They're going in my iPod as soon as I get home.
Catscale should close out the night every night.
There's a band right there.
I think he's gonna have an album coming out soon.
What's your best trick you're gonna pull tonight?
That's a good question.
Stuck on the highway, bright lights, red lines. There's someone beside me, I can barely see their face. And the letter that you wrote was so long, I had to put it away. Paper and pen, and so it began. I hate email, but it loves me. Woke up today on the back porch and decided that orange Capri Sun tastes like a fresh place, no vitamin. There's a road's wet. A line goes up from your cigarette, breaks into a panic and vanishes. And the letter that you wrote meant so much, I had to put it away. Paper and pen, and so it wouldn't die hating low, but it loves me. I'm dreaming of
Zach Warden has glasses and a full face, and at one point, Catfish was like, "Here comes Darth Vader," and he's doing it for Lens Crafters.
Darth Vader's on the course.
And it was outrageous.
One of the locals is like, dude, you got to do this gap. I told Banton, like, hey, scoot over a little bit. I'm going to check out this gap. I'm going to just look at it. Just look at it. Banton came down here and told everybody. Then everyone was up there, and I was like, oh, man. Like,
Hit a quarter pipe and then jump over, I don't know, it looked like about 12 feet into a spine.
I know Doyle's almost 7 feet tall, but you still couldn't see over it.
So they put up a Gatorade bottle to add to the difficulty because you had to gap over the Gatorade bottle and into the spine.
I was fortunate enough to get enough speed.
He went around a curved wall ride at 100 miles an hour.
Sprint with all his racer knowledge he had in his head. First time straight, it was a feeler, but anybody else would have just took it. But now the D-man, he's going to turn it down.
Stuck in the road's wet. A line goes up from your cigarette, breaks into a panic and vanishes.
One of the most outrageous things I've ever seen in my life.
Sorry, guys, but you can't touch the D-man right now.
Chris Doyle pretty much just shut down the show. We're going to catch up with you guys in Nashville, Tennessee.
We traveled all day down to Nashville, Tennessee.
What we've got here is an organized system of filing the bicycles away in between stops.
We're here in Nashville, the 6th Avenue Skate Park, Nashville, Tennessee. I don't know, this is the most professional venue we've been in so far.
It was really good. I think the bands were really excited to have a band-like venue to play in this time.
A little small for my taste, but I think it'll be all right.
We're here in the alleyway behind the 6th Avenue Skate Park at the Nashville stop. Let's go on in.
Up next, we've got from Pensacola, Florida. This bike's a pipe bomb. That's all I got to say.
Here's a song about punks taking over the world.
It's also about punks boring people back onto their bikes.
Share all the songs, share all the songs.
right, there's going to be
Thank
some
you.
bicycle riders
free
riding
stickers.
bicycles.
Pipe bomb rock.
It was fun. It was nice. It was really nice.
This bike is a pipe bomb. Had some crazy gutter punk fans there.
We're glad some of our regulars showed up to hang out, to stink the place up a little bit.
They're the best fans in the
Punk
world.
rock.
I'm pretty sure they were suburb punks though.
Dominic did this ice pick, right? I didn't think it was possible.
He couldn't even get the speed to get up there. Set up a little launch ramp for him, and that helped him boost up on top of it.
I just got jarred.
I was almost about to tell a kid to stop because I've seen things like that go down and people start to snap limbs.
Is that the biggest ice pick you've ever done?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, well, it's about two of me high. It's outrageous.
He just ice picked it and stalled it for a couple of seconds and pulled back in perfect. I'm really psyched for that guy for doing that. I'm sure he's thrilled.
What do you guys? Oh my gosh, he's freaking awesome.
Amazing.
It's the biggest ice pick ever done. There's no way around it.
We're just demonstrating how high the ice pick was. Tony Hamlin is definitely standing on my shoulders, and I can't see it, but I'm guessing it's probably around his head somewhere.
Got 2 more stops on this tour. I can only imagine what's going to go on.
We were just driving all day yesterday, and we had to get out of the van because everyone was going crazy. We stopped in Little Rock, Arkansas, and went street riding for a little bit.
We're out riding and Scotty sees this wall. He says he needs some wood. We found some wood. We made a sketchy New Jersey ramp. Scotty jumped up, tail tap, to front flip in. I don't know what else needs to be said. My favorite part where there were 2 local dudes. You just thought he was gonna tail tap. I was like, yeah, you got some pretty big bike riders in your town. And the kids are like, yeah, we just saw Steve Crandall. I was psyched.
What kind of job are you doing?
Making sure that people that don't have passes don't get upstairs.
Who are you here to see today?
Brian Nyquist.
It's cold here. What about Jeff Nyquist?
I don't really know him. Ryan Burnquist?
Yeah, Ryan Burnquist?
Yeah.
What about Chris Doyle?
I haven't heard of him.
I like Tony Hamlin.
What about Ryan Nyquist's band?
Ryan Nyquist doesn't have a band.
We're here at the Autumn Ramp Park at the Joplin, Missouri stop. Everyone's going off and the bands are setting up, so let's get started.
Started already! Let's make some noise for Great Deal! So next one, and then move on from the last. These are the cards you get control, play the magic hand. This is all you have, and this is not the end. These are the cards you get control, play the magic hand. This is all you have, this is not the end. Wonder have you got it right? Rising from as you cry. This is your word and a prayer. Just thinking what you can. These are the cards you get control. Play the magic hand. This is all you have. This is not the end. These are the cards you get control. Play the magic hand. This is all you have. This is not the end. Let's ride enough. We are pebble in the stream. It's not enough. Find peace in me. It's not enough. Just set me free. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. So you live this life. I think it's not so bad. But I'd like better than the next one. Then move on from the last. These are the cards you get control. Play the magic hand. This is all you have. This is not the end. These are the cards you get control. Play the magic hand. This is all you have. This is not the end. Let's ride enough! Let's ride enough! This is not the end. This is not the end. This is not the end. This is not the end!
That was for Catfish and Dom.
That was a lot of fun.
A lot of Red Bull-filled kids moshing each other and beating up Ryan Nyquist and Tobias and Morgan.
Morgan Wade under the attack. Damn kids!
Median age between 8 and 10. Medium energy level, way off the scale.
The kids here are crazy. I can't believe they took Leland's clothes off though. That was ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I took his sock.
I don't want to talk to you guys.
The kids just wanted to mess with us, so.
They're always down here like this. It's a zoo.
That's going to wrap it up here in Joplin, Missouri. We're going to see you in Dallas. Hope you had fun here. Here we are at the Eisenberg Skate Park at the Plano, Texas stop. Behind this curtain is where everything's going down.
Thank you guys all for coming out today. Can you guys put your hands together for Austin, Texas's own, the Snake Trap?
Thanks for coming out, everybody. We're the Snake Trap, Austin, Texas. Stick around for the rest of the bands, and then stick around to watch some awesome riding.
Thank you.
Ryan was riding great on the trip, decided he wanted to do a little headbanging at one of the rock concerts. Now you can't ride.
Before that, I slept wrong, so I woke up with a kink in my neck, which wasn't good, but I could do it. And then one of those little bastard 8-year-olds grabbed my neck last night and ruined everything for me. So can't ride today. Taking it easy, icing it, taking care of my neck, and hopefully I can ride the T1 ramp. That's all.
Best protect your neck.
I'm DJ.
That's going to do it for the demo at Eisenberg Skate Park. It also wraps up the tour. We've got one more day in Austin tomorrow. Going to ride the T1 ramp, have a little barbecue.
Well, this is the last day of the trip. Things are winding down. We're at the T1 backyard, and I don't know, the trip's been real good. What can I say? It's both music and riding mixed into one. It was just a great time. What can I say? It's rock and roll, it's BMX, it's mayhem.
This trip whooped my ass.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
I took so many slams.
I'm sore.
I kind of got beat up a little bit.
Other than that, I had an amazing time.
Everybody rode awesome.
Meeting the local kids.
I had one of the best trips of my life.
The riding level that BMX is at today is just beyond comprehension. This trip is a perfect example of that.
It was real fun hanging out with everybody, partying with the bands, listening to them play. They all played amazing. The shows they put on were awesome.
I think what was really cool about this tour was having 3 completely different kinds of bands.
Meeting the guys from Snake Trap was awesome. I've known Taj probably for 15 years, but Lee and Brian were really cool, interesting individuals. Tell us about some of the highlights from this tour for you guys.
For me, it was obviously just getting to blend two of my favorite things together, which is bike riding and music, although I didn't get to ride that much. But
Great trip. Thanks again.
Well, to begin with, I'd just like to say that Catfish is the craziest guy I've ever met.
Cheap magic tricks that anyone can figure out. He sticks a marker through $1. I called him out on it. I knew exactly how it worked. Didn't I? Is that true? Yes. It was a great mix of different styles. Trip was good. It was a new idea.
We didn't know what to expect. We didn't know how it was going to work out or whatever, but every stop was different.
Riding parks with some of the best park riders on earth is kind of a privilege in itself.
I wish we could keep going, but unfortunately, there has to be an end.
Adios.
Perfect place to end up at T1. Never ridden the ramp before. Amazing time. I think the crew this time was really good. A lot of guys with a sense of humor. A lot of guys that really just wanted to have a good time.
It was a little bit stunning to be on the road with 40 people between the roadies, the cameramen, the pros, and the musicians.
I really don't know why we decided to come. I mean, when it first came up, our immediate reaction was like, oh.
Playing was fun. It was way different than what we're used to, but we had a good time.
What did you guys think when you were told that your band was stinky and not enough heavy metal?
The band stinks because I don't have heavy metal.
That was the highlight of the
That was really
tour.
Nice. Stink.
I really like the awkward feeling of staring out and not anybody really caring or anything.
If I could say that there was one highlight, it would be not being tasered.
It was sweet to see all the bands, you know. I haven't been around anything like that.
19 years old, one of the youngest guys on this trip. Probably one of the most talented bike riders.
And that's it, man. That's all I got.
I was totally unfamiliar with Grayscale starting the trip.
We just like playing shows for lots of people, especially people that are going to throw themselves 10 feet in the air on a bike.
I had a blast performing with them. I've never really performed with a band before.
My favorite moment, though, hands down, throwing a possum at Catfish.
Barking and biting and snarling. And
a rabid possum.
First impressions, very important.
I would have to say Tobias throwing Fudger in a puddle in Nashville. That was one of the highlights for me. Watching Tobias. He was the one that originally taught me how to drop in. Oh my God. And Dom the Bomb. Me and Tobias have a thing going on. Tobias is cool.
When Larry is playing, you got to stand like 15 feet back or you will lose your jaw.
I'm getting my bike from Crandall next week when I get back.
We love Steve Crandall.
After we finish with this, we're going to head into the studio and record our second album.
My favorite part of the trip, of the whole trip, was
everything.
Best time I've had probably ever.
This tour with all the bands and just having a good time riding with all my friends. One of those things I'm always going to remember.
Good times playing with Bruce, getting to play at all the skate parks, venues and stuff.
Hearing Bruce and Adam play in the sets and rehearsing in the hotel room was really neat.
It was almost like two separate things together for me, a riding trip and to be able to play music.
Thanks to Props and to Fender Guitars for making this whole trip happen.
I'm going to have Bruce come up and sit in on two more songs, and he's going to play rhythm. And this next one we're going to do, it's from Road Full 6. Is that right, Leland? Wherever you're at? And he just learned it last night, so I think it'll go well. Hey, you know, it happens.